I guess when I watch other lives, sometimes it makes me want to hop on, not all the time or not that often, but every now and then. It's I was watching one person's live and then she got confused. She was funny as hell and she was informative and then she turned on me. I'm like, okay. Anyways, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about um the music industry because I'm not part of it. Like I'm on my own. I'm a fucking independent producer and I've worked with a lot of people, but I primarily have just produced everything that I when I worked with people for the most part. It's like all me or I worked with people. And they did like instrumentals or something, but most of the instrumental everything is all me, moi. Um, it's fun, you know. And I give people a chance to do that. Um, I've spoke about this shit before. I stopped watching or paying attention to anything about the trial with Diddy and all that shit a long ass time ago because I don't really necessarily believe anything is like real when it comes to celebrities. Like, I feel like a lot of shit is, we don't really know what the fuck is going on because it's like a fucking fairy tale. Hey, and who's ever just joining me now? I'm just saying celebrity gossip is like a fucking fairy tale world. What is the truth and reality of any of it? So, because this girl got confused and thought I was like attacking R. Kelly and them. Like, I'm not. I was saying that I'm not concerned. Like, what I mean, like, if you're a parent, you better watch your kids and shit. But I'm not. What I'm saying is, I don't know. Like, we have laws and shit for a reason, but all that gossip, that celebrity shit, it just doesn't even seem real. And it seems like I spoke on this before that it does seem like really racist, a lot of the shit, regardless of whatever is true or not. Um, and then the way, like, all the shit that happened to Michael Jackson and shit makes it seem like it is definitely racist. And accurate. But again, without actually having any actual concrete knowledge about any of this shit, like actual factual proof evidence about anything with celebrities, gossips, or anything. What I do know is factual is that racism has still been an issue. Um, I myself have been targeted and stuff, and believe me, I don't even want to talk about any of that, but and I'm not going to because I don't know, it's just not something people want. Who wants to talk about that? Like you can talk about it and I talk about it at the right times, but if the more that you get targeted, then it's like annoying. Like you're not there to entertain people with your woes, if that makes any sense. And so when this girl started freaking out on her live, I'm like, no, read the comments because I was laughing and all this shit with her. And then she got all funny and then she thought I'm upset about the shit. Like, nobody fucking cares. I am doing this just because I chose to go live. So that's like it. Other than that, I really, you know what I mean? That's why I said read the fucking comments. It's you're fucking lost, bitch. But that's the reality. That's anybody who, you know what I mean? I'm real cool and I give people chances, but nobody should ever feel like a fucking doormat. And especially like with family is like the main thing. Um, so yeah, I'm 41 years old. I am a fucking awesome producer. I would like that money, but there is a lot of confusion and misconception when it comes to the music industry because it's really about do you make music and shit like that. But I don't know. I'm glad that nobody owns me, if that makes any sense. Never signed any fucking contracts. Yet everybody's inspired by me because, yeah, that's just the actual thing. But I'm fucking a million percent original with my shit. And that's why I am a music producer. That is my shit that I produce. All of my shit. It's anything that you pour into, put work into, you could be good at, and that's the message I put out there for anybody. Whatever you want to do in your life and be good at it, you keep pouring into that. That's what I've done with music. But again, I am 41, so I have a little skills, a little time that I have done that, put in and made that happen, you know. um, anyway, yeah, so I'm just anybody if you're not familiar, learn this quickly that in life you have to protect your peace. It can be, you might think everything is normal, but it's not or something. And if you don't feel, okay, let me rephrase this. I think the idea is to feel like it's always a good thing to have a balance in life, to understand what's going on, keep yourself, your loved ones safe. um when you let the wrong people in your life, then that safety net can be violated. Unfortunately, sometimes that violation can come from your own family, like close family members. For me, those problems, that violation came from my parents and my sister's husband is like their minion as well. They're all like kind of stuck together, I guess, because were bonded together to hate me, try to turn my kids on me, all this shit. But my kids love the fucking shit out of me because I love the fucking shit out of them. Okay, that sounds weird, but it's the reality that the love is there. It's just if I really get into a lot of or any subjects you want to talk about, I guarantee I could give you a lot of information on anything that can help you resolve anything. And if I don't know things specifically, like actual, like factual, here we go again. If I don't know any actual factual proof, evidence on stuff, like, then I will direct you somewhere or some shit. But anyway, like I said, protecting your peace is really a serious thing. Otherwise, you can't have a life. If you have people that is supposed to love you and they are just nothing but hurtful, harmful, you have to keep that away. You have to find a way to resolve that. I'm working on that now. It's not me that is in need of figuring some shit out as much as they need to figure out how to live without trying to terrorize me, because the law is not going to prohibit that any longer. It's not that the law did, but that means they've been breaking laws. And um anyways, like, it's a serious thing that you want to have something, you want to make a better life, you know. And that's why I said protecting your peace is really important. And okay, I could be the fucking poster child for whatever. It's just people say anything they want or feel a certain way or whatever, but I think it's important to get to know yourself. It's good to listen to what people are saying and what they're about and kind of like look at everything. And then if you fuck up and you think, you got somebody confused and you realize it's okay to admit your wrongs and be like, oh, my bad. I thought you were, somebody who had a problem with me. But that's the whole point, I guess, is having your guard up because of bad people or whatever. It's everybody has things they've gone through in life that makes them who they are. Me personally, I do, put all of that into the music and it helps. It's therapeutic. But it's fun too. I enjoy doing that and uh like I said, I protect my peace, but I'm still trying to just have that solid foundation without the freaking those terrorist type of family that tried to get in my way in the past. The point is that if you think I'm stupid, well then you're fucking a lot dumber than I am. Then apparently, if I'm dumb, like you know what I mean? It's just insane to look at somebody who's nice and think that they are weak. I can be nice, but I can also be a bitch too. But I'm not two faced and I keep it real. You know what I mean? It's whatever kind of energy you're giving me is what you're going to get back. And don't think I don't, like, it's like God will give you gifts if you deserve them, if you're worthy, and stuff like that, I guess. I pour into everything, not just the music, but, we're all out here on our own, and then I don't know, it's a confusing thing, or people want you to be confused, but there's nothing really to be confused about. It's like, yeah, you want to do the right thing, that's one thing. You want to make sure you're safe, your loved ones. Don't put harm out there to others. Like, if you don't want that for yourself, I'm gonna stand up for myself and shit like that. But that's it. I have a right to fight and protect my loved ones. And again, God gives people a lot of chances, and I'm just like that. I've given people chances, but then, like I said, once it's over, it's over. Like, and that's one thing I've noticed about, because I'm not like, I don't know how big of a fucking celebrity you want to call me or whatever. Celebrity is just a word for popular or whatever. Now, I don't know how that even works when I'm just take care of my kids when I'm when I'm outside. When I feel like I have some time, shit here and there, I make my videos or I make music or whatever. So the point is that it's 2025, so people aren't really around each other like you would think, and some people have deteriorated when it comes to socializing. I mean, I think everybody to an extent or in some way or another has issues. Everybody's got some kind of social anxiety or whatever at some point, but it's just a good thing to ask yourself if you're a real person or if you're a fake person. It's okay to have a different kind of sense of humor, whatever you want to do, be yourself and stick with that. But Yeah, it's some people really, I will just say this, like, if somebody's a narcissist, they're gonna like be happy to irritate you. And if something is funny, it's like a natural thing. But yeah, and oh, remember the song about being too vain and you think this is about you? You're like, yeah, it's like that because I'm actually thinking of some complete stranger right now that it was, some people are vain though, because I've seen that within the studio settings. So me personally, because I don't withhold this information, I let people know. If you want to go and make music for free, you can go to my public library downtown in Buffalo, New York. It's free. There's two music studios. Um, but yeah, like people are real serious and business like and really focused and that's good. But just remember, it's not like an ego is not a good thing. A self-worth is a good thing, but an ego can have you all kinds of wrong. And that was never really a huge issue with me. I'm not saying I never was like a little, like, had a little attitude, but for the most part, I know, whatever I'm speaking on is like from my heart and just keeping it real and shit like that, which I don't see a problem in, you know. But yeah, so I dealt with stalking throughout my life, from whether it was if it wasn't stalking, it's weird fucking energy, but it's, the thing is, like, if people cannot figure out how to have some fucking manners and treat you with respect, or like, it's like whatever you, sometimes people just need help, and like, I mean, they need to take that to like either some kind of doctor or something. It's been a long hot like few days, but yeah, I just, I'm not here to be everybody's therapist, but I could tell you, take care of yourself. I take care of myself all day, every day, plus my kids, plus a lot of others through all of this, interactions, texting stuff. The thing with texting, like I was just talking about, I commented on this girl's that, like, it was cool, and then she got confused about Diddy and R. Kelly and them. I was saying, like, people gotta watch their kids. Other than that, I'm not putting motherfuckers in jail. She got confused. People always get confused. You have to listen to what people are saying. Um, Honestly, I believe a lot of celebrity shit is like kind of like fake news or something. When that kind of makes sense, it's like it definitely adds up more of that. But I don't know. That's an opinion, but it sure kind of seems that way. Or it's just a lot of people is really fucking racist. I don't know. Again, that whole word celebrity doesn't make any sense to me because, I have no outlet for, like, I make music, but then I don't know where I'm supposed to go to get paid or something. Um so yeah, that's why the word celebrity to me is like, I don't know, people know me in Buffalo, but then people act weird And then some people act weird because I don't know why exactly, except that I'm just strange to them or something. But why? Because I'm not them, and I'm not just walking around trying to find something to do. I mean, I could, I guess, like we all are like that at some point, but usually, I don't know, that's what I like to do is make music, do the videos. Um I like to like do art stuff, but I haven't really got to do a lot of that in like fucking years, really, for the most part. I think that the more you can actually live your life without being bothered by fucking weirdos or trouble, like, it's good just to have your shit organized, take care of your whatever you need to take care of, and you can live and stuff. And I do that, but still in the past, it's like I said, I literally had to get orders of protection on 4 people that was supposed to be like family, but they really wasn't in years, and it was like worse and worse. So I'm happy with this situation now, going the separate ways. That's how it's been. And all they really truly wanted to do to me, besides inducing psychosis, whatever, cash in on whatever they could, which would be especially trying to create some kind of misfortune for me. But why? Because that's how they operate. But now they, like I said, the people I had to leave in the past, and I just hope they could do the same with me. It's like if whoever, anybody who doesn't like me, nobody's forcing you to be around. I'm not dwelling on shit. It's like put it like this. If people don't have nothing to pour into you, like, okay, that word sounds kind of funny, but like I said, I explain about pouring into my music, and that's what I do, but I also pour into a lot of other things, like just in life and helping people, you know. Some people can't relate, they don't understand how to do that. First off, you can't be like selfish as hell. There's like you take the time out, a little bit of time out, and look out for people. But it's not just doing all this stupid little shit either. You have to give a fuck about others. You know what? Like we have these consciences for a reason. What's up? Marcus Welby Jr. said hi, and then said sup, Choozy. Sup, Marcus Welby Jr. How you doing? I just popped on because I was looking at people's shit, and I'm just like, whatever. Um, I wanted to shout out. There is um a rapper. I don't really know about too much about her music. I was actually going through and but anyway, she had a song called talking about Choozy, so I was just I don't know. It might not even be like the best uh like what's the word I'm looking for? Like I don't know if she was trying to make it sound like Choozy's bad, but or you said something like anyways, I still like it and shout out and whatever. Her name is Lee Batty. And anyways, so yeah, it's just there's like if you type in Choozy, there's like a bunch of people have songs like and it's kind of like oh, okay, cool or something, but I'm definitely probably got to be like the largest, like large. Let me stop. The biggest underground artist at this point, which I'm happy to take that title there for real because who doesn't like to be known underground? From my experience with underground artists, like I mean, for one thing, I worked with a lot of them. My hair's I gotta brush my hair. So when I was younger, I was born 84, and so I listened to the mixtapes and shit in the 90s, 2000s. There's Tony Yayo and oh well, okay, no, I'm thinking of Tony Yayo is with fucking 50 in them. I'm thinking before that even. Oh my god. I'm so old, but I'm like it's been a long time now. Like for the most part, I listen to the music that I made and with all my friends and shit like that. Um that's just how I am. I can meet people and be like, "Hey, you want to make music?" Or they're like, "Oh, I want to make music." "Oh, you want to work together?" Okay, and that's cool. Um and that's how I am. So if you do make music and you want to holler at me, that would be fun. It's too hard to not like if you have nail polish on your nails and it's like peeling, like it's hard to not feel like that after a little while. But anyways, I got some new nail polish and all that shit. I'm just gonna get there. Um, but yeah, I'm seeing what you saying. Marcus Welby, you're old. Okay, let me. I thought you were saying you were born in '85. You're saying you're 85. Uh, okay. You said you found a great song, so you tell me. I was talking about somebody else's song, but my shit on here. If you look at my shit, I have a lot of music that I made. But yeah. Besides me, like I said, there's a girl who has a song called Choozy, and her name's Lee Batty. But just so you know, she's transsexual and whatever. I'm just saying because she's not hiding that or anything like that. Anyway, I am choosy though, and I'm not, but I am all about anybody being your fucking self. And growing up, I had plenty of gay friends and still do, and trans friends and all kinds of people. Shit, I be out here dancing and stuff. So- oh, it's okay. You're good. Oh, okay, Marcus Welby Jr. So you was born 1985. Um, it's okay. You said you lost the last 2.5 minutes of me talking. It's cool. I just sometimes this shit be glitching. It's probably working better because I'm in my house with my house. um, yeah, the Wi-Fi is works better and stuff like that. Uh, yeah. So yes, like I said, I have a lot of music, and I'm trying to move forward with my life. And actually, it would be nice to make some fucking money from shit, but everything is very much very structured and shit. And but the thing is, that's with anything and everything with business. Anytime you do anything on your own, it's it's like that for a reason. So to protect your own shit, like so let's say you're an inventor. That's why you gotta have everything branded in your name, like shit like that. But yeah, I would fuck with them people from the Shark Tank. Like, obviously, I wouldn't be on the show talking about, oh, I fucks with you, but I could say that and they can bleep it out. Like, anyways, I don't have to cuss to live and to make music. It's like there was years that I went without like really cussing on my songs for a while, like a lot. Like I cut it down. I just wanted to see how far I could go without. And I know that sounds like boring, but in reality, it was always me, so it wasn't. But you have to kind of listen to understand what I'm saying. Like listen to. I have made so much freaking music. There's got to be something for everybody. Even if people don't like me, they still like my music. But again, that's not my goal, is to like have people not like me or something. But at the same time, you can't please everybody. I mean, if you know you're doing the right thing and you literally are a good person, sometimes people don't like you because they're jealous. And I've experienced that with family, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why I'm so awful to them. Like, what the fuck do you want from me? um, Marcus Welby Jr. said, "We go next level, small drips in a pond." Right. And then he said, "It snowballs. I'm 40 and 20 years in the biz and sales in my job. Um, and it's your passion. That's what's up." Yeah, I mean, I'm 41. I've been doing this shit forever myself. But I basically always made beats like my whole life. Um, but I got really serious about it when I was like the same thing. Like when I was like around 20, I was like realized like, yeah, I need to make my beats because I can write and all that. But I've been freestyling like for real for like over 20 years too. But I realized like I knew I could write stories and shit like that when I was younger as well. And shit, it's there's a lot of things I want to really get into all of this shit, and I just need to know that all the dumb shit is behind me because I'm not worried. When you start to protect your peace, then you're good because you are not going to allow bad energy to invade your space in your life. I've been it's like if you have ever been in a bad relationship, abusive relationship, you step up once you like and got away from that kind of shit and you're like, yeah, I'm not going to have this in my life anymore, and you protect yourself and protect your peace. But unfortunately, I would like to really see the statistics on this, but personally, I feel like I had abusive relationships, um like, you know what I mean, relationships, like dating relationships, because of my shitty family relationships, my parents and my sister and shit. But anyways, that's because they was crazy, wanted me to look crazy, and they put me in bad situations to make me look bad. But the truth is all coming out now, isn't it? Because I had to protect my peace. I had to get orders of protection and stuff. And it is what it is. It's like I just want y'all to leave them to leave me the fuck alone. Um and that's it. Like I was never that person, that aggressive person and bothering them. I never asked them for shit. Anyways, yeah. You're right. Yeah, narcissists, gaslighting, all that. Yeah. Well, hello, Buzz. Welcome. He said, "What's going on here?" Um, I was just talking about protecting my peace, and once you really start to do something like that, you want that. You want to keep that. You want to make sure nobody invades your space and bothers you and disrupts your peace and harmony and all that shit, especially if you have kids too. But some idiots are literally out there and they cannot function without making you look bad or trying to make you look bad. The thing is that they will end up with some fucking charges eventually if they keep bothering me, because it's pretty well documented at this point. They have, yeah, I mean, what's the buzz? Buzz, right? Buzz wanted to know what the buzz is. Yeah, I was just hopping on and checking in and shit because it just, I don't know. It's just a lot out here in the world that we all have to like maneuver around the bullshit every day and try to find some insight and try to like grow and learn and have some joy. um Marcus Welby Jr. says, I was ranting about a chance encounters and wanting to promote her art through my channel. Daily posts of pack openings with music. She's a subscriber and seemingly a solid soul. I want to help us both. Yeah, I mean, shoot. Um, yeah, I'm with you on that, because that's what I've been trying to do is like, I think slowly things are changing, but for a while, a lot of people is all about themselves, or people feel like they're just kind of stuck with themselves, if that makes any sense. Is like the world is a little crazy and we all have to make sure we have our bills paid and all that, worry about some fucking fool or something. And but yeah, I've worked with lots of people. I want to keep, there's always going to be people I'll be like, oh, I wouldn't mind working with them, or if people needed help and we can get, I'll help. But it's like I like to do that. It's I don't want, I'm never like tried to get a job doing that where I don't want fucking pennies to help somebody and overcharge, and then we're both sitting there looking stupid or something. I like to help people to record music and we can all get somewhere, but like I don't know why, what the deal is. Like I know everything has to be very much intact, like with business, so that everybody gets paid for their own work and shit like that. And I'm very much about that, but it's like, where's the motherfuckers with the money so we could put our music in movies, TV, um, other YouTube people, video games, shit like that. Where's all of that? And why the fuck I can't, you know, I just don't get it. Like, that's how stupid people are, that they can't, people have to secretly value me, or they're scared because they're scared of the devil, but they don't have enough faith in God to just be like, yeah, Choozy. Like, I don't know. It's I can't sometimes I can't process this. I'm not putting myself on a fucking pedestal either. I just know my worth, and I'm really fucking good with this shit. Like, and yeah. Like, my music actually sounds better than what you hear on here, if that makes sense. Everything could be more professional and shit like that. But again, where's the motherfuckers with the money and shit like that? Um, Buzz says, oh, Putta Swami says hi. What up, Putta Swami? Welcome. Um, okay. Well, thank you, Marcus Welby Jr. said I can get you more eyeballs. He's trying to help. And yeah, I like I said, I love to help people and get them in the studio and all this other shit. And it's fun to work with people and everything. I like to put people on my shit and they sound good on my beats and shit like that. But obviously, I want money and you want money. We all want some goddamn money. And we deserve it. Um, Buzz says the world is screwed up. Don't pay attention to the haters. They don't matter. They only have power if you give it to them. Oh yeah, I know that. And but the thing is that if you have people that you can't let people get away with shit either. There is a nice healthy balance, but you have to protect your peace, and that's when I say that that's what I mean is you can't allow people to break laws and harm you. It sounds crazy, but yeah, I had to get orders of protection on my parents and my sister and my sister's husband. They are, I don't know, they need some help. They need like they want to gaslight me and make me look crazy, but in reality, they need help, and eventually they will get it, or they will just disappear out of me and my children's lives forever. Because that's how that's gonna work. If they, I don't even want them to see my kids at all. It's anyway. um, okay. Yeah. So I have to check out Marcus Welby Jr. You got music and stuff. He's saying to check it out and to let him know if his music tastes eclectic. Um, but yeah, he said it's eclectic in your eyes, but it's good and let's boost Choozy. Well, thank you for that. The fact that you used the word eclectic caught my eyes, my ears, and shit. So it sounds interesting, and I will do that. I will check you out. Um, yeah, as far as money, I'm saying like I've made a lot of music with people, and my interest is like it would be nice if we could get some decent money for like having some of the music like in those places like or like TV, all that kind of shit, because I'm about having good music out in the world, and that's all. But it's fun too. It's just that we need a nice balance